Okay, and it looks like we are on YouTube. And Ellen, are you ready for me to get started, or do you need just another minute?
Now you go ahead and kick us off. I'll be ready when you finish.
Okay. All right. Well, welcome everybody. My name is Harlequin Murray, and I am your co-host this evening. And I am personally sponsored by Ellen Winn, who is our team leader. And for those of you who don't know about Ellen, um, just to give you a little bit of background on her, she has been with DAC for a little over 6 years now. But her background, she grew up in Dallas, Georgia, which is just outside of Atlanta, on her family's farm. And she went into the restaurant industry whenever she got out of school and worked for Domino's Pizza in a lot of different capacities for them, and then ended up deciding to go into business for herself and opened up a pizza restaurant that was not a Domino's. It was her own pizza restaurant, but she ended up having two locations with that. And she's been a business owner ever since then. She currently owns a limousine company that she's had for many years now. But she has been extremely successful with DAC. She is an area director, which if you don't know what that is, look that up in your compensation plan. But she was the first person in DAC in the field to reach that level. So we're very proud of her and her accomplishments. And most of you that are on here are on her team. So you should be getting emails from her. If you're not, let us know and we'll show you how to get into that. But anyways, without further ado, Miss Ellen, are you ready to get started?
Yeah, 1 second, and I'll have some slides ready to pull up here. Thank you, Harlequin.
Okay.
1 second, and get us into slideshare mode.
Okay. And
Slide.
you are still off camera.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
By design. There we go.
And just to let you guys know, if you have any questions, we will be happy to answer those at the end. Just save them, or you can go and put a question in the chat for me. And if I can, I will answer it, or we'll have Ellen answer it at the end.
All right, I'm ready. Hey, everyone. Glad to see you on here tonight, whether you're watching us live or catching us on the replay. Appreciate you taking time out. Man, this is an exciting time to be a part of DAC. Thank you, Harlequin. I appreciate the introduction and appreciate you doing the co-hosting with me each and every week. We've been doing these Monday night team Zooms for over 3 years now. And we're here just to be able to open up the floor and give you guys an opportunity to get your questions answered. I know we have Zooms Monday through Friday during the week, but a lot of you probably are working jobs and you can't be there at 11:30 Eastern time. So this evening call is an opportunity for you to do that. I'm really excited about where we are with our company, where we are as a team, and where we're headed. And I want to share success secrets with you guys, share things with you that have helped me be successful here. And, I'm not doing anything that we're not teaching in the system, but what made me successful was making a daily effort to do something towards my DAC business. And I think that's really the key. I want to get us kicked off with a couple of slides. One is last month's top recruiters. We've had a recruiting blitz going on. We've been doing recruiting Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. every day, and we've been doing them on Tuesday and Thursday. We're going to continue that schedule this week. However, tomorrow night, we're not going to be doing a presentation. Tomorrow night is the first presidential debate, And that's going to be going on, or the second one, but the first presidential debate with the new candidate in place. So we will be, hopefully all of you will be tuning into that so you can make a decision as to who you vote for. And hopefully you are a registered voter. If you're not, hopefully it's not too late for you to become a registered voter, because one of the things as an entrepreneur, you need to let your voice be heard. We're out here trying to make our way as business owners, and it's important that we get interactive with our local communities and then get involved on a national basis with that. But go vote and let your voice be heard. Okay, let me get us into screen share mode, and we'll go through that top recruiters first. And Harlequin, I got a black screen again, don't I?
Yes, unfortunately you do.
I have no idea what that is all about. Let me see. Wow, that's interesting. I'll try one more time. I don't know why this is doing this. I ran into that with trying to do the screen share on one participant at a time, advanced sharing. Let me look at that real quick. Okay, that's set up correctly. I'm sorry about this, and we need to get this fixed because I've got the biz op tomorrow and training tomorrow, and this needs to start working for me.
If I remember correctly, it was potentially related to your antivirus.
I think I turned that off.
Okay.
Let me see.
There you are.
Did it come on?
It is.
Wow, and I have no idea what I did. No idea. The main point is it's working. So let me get that. Interesting. Yeah, and it's showing these little boxes in the top corner too. I see those, the shadows and everything. All right. So we have our top recruiters.
You just covered up. There you go.
Yep. It didn't used to do that. If anything was floating over it, it didn't show it, but I don't know what those settings are that have changed. So thanks for bearing with me, everyone. So what I have here are our top recruiters for the month of August, August 1st through August the 31st. In first place, we had Mark Manch, well, with 8 new agent recruits. So congratulations, Mark, for being in first place. In second place, we had LaTerrence Dunbar with 7 new recruits. Congratulations, LaTerrence. In third place, we had a 4-way tie between Pam Warnock of Funding Solution, DAC Funding Solutions, Marina Rojas, Otis Turner, and Ronnie McKellar. Each of them had 5 new agent recruits. So congratulations to each of you in third place there. In seventh place, we had a 5-way tie between Katina Willis, Danny Hockenberger, DeJuan Carrington, Christy Pridgeon, and Crystal Gums. Congratulations to all of you guys. And in 12th place, we had a 4-way tie between Cheryl Vilsaint, Dream Merchants of Beverly Hills, Ellen Winn, and Evelyn Tarver. Congratulations to you with 3 new recruits. And in 16th place, we had a tie with folks that had 2 new agent recruits, and that is Carlene Penn, C Optimized Solutions, Cameron Johnson, Doris Jeffries, Ebony Santee, George Savory, Healthy Wealthy Me, LLC, Nelson Brown, Paul Sims Jr., Rose Osbury, Shanika Wilson, Sianda Streeter, Tanasia McLaughlin, Terrence Gibson, True Elite Taxes, and Zamaro Maldonado. So congratulations to everyone who made it to the leaderboard. You had to have 2 or more recruits to be named by name on the leaderboard, but all in all, we had over 80 agents who had at least one new agent recruit. So our recruiting numbers are up from the previous month. So congratulations, everyone. If you had a conversation and someone looked at your site, you sent them a link through your app, or you invited them to come to one of the business presentations, whether you got a recruit or not, you're making steps forward towards getting your business kicked off. Now, I was looking at my numbers today and thinking about where I was building a business with DAC and just getting started. On day one, I invited someone to look at DAC business opportunity alongside me. And because I invited someone, my business at the end of the month, I had over 100 people in my team just in 30 days, because one person brought some people who brought some people who brought some people. And all of a sudden I had an explosive growth going on in my business. So I encourage you to do the same. Not only did my numbers grow that way, but guys, if I look at my income over the 6 years with DAC, I haven't done the math recently to update it, but last time I did it, like 92% of my income came through what the team did, not just my personal business. So, everybody says, well, I want to get busy doing fundings. Okay, great. Go do that. I want to get busy bringing on healthcare clients and RX clients and payment processing. Great. Go do all of that. Go get personal clients, but don't let the recruiting opportunity go to the wayside. Too many people say, well, I want to have success before I start building a team. Our system is really built so it's simple for you to recruit, plug people into the system, and keep going and getting personal clients, because that's really what we're all about. Going, getting clients, getting yourself qualified, finding a few people who want to be agents, who are going to go get a few clients to get themselves qualified, who find a few agents who are going to find a few clients to get themselves qualified. And before you know it, you have hundreds or potentially thousands of agents who are getting thousands or tens of thousands of customers. And you, because of our business model and our compensation plan, you have the ability to get paid a percentage of everything that goes on in your team. Harlequin said, I'm an area director. Well, area director, I've got a coded team where I get paid on unlimited depth. So I never get cut out of that group because I hit the area director level. And from there forward, everybody goes into my coded team, and I get extra leadership overrides on bonuses. I get extra depth on residuals. That's a car bonus qualification. So lots of really cool perks come along with hitting the area director in the leadership roles. And that's really the first leadership role that leadership rank that puts you into all of those additional perks. Okay. So I want to go to another slide here, and that is, let's see if it'll move forward. There we go. Tomorrow we've got healthcare and RX updates. I do that call every Tuesday at 11:30 Eastern time. And then after it at 1 p.m. tomorrow, I'll be doing a live business opportunity presentation. So it's a great opportunity for you to get somebody in front of the business opportunity overview. Here's how I would invite, if I were you and you're on my team, I would be inviting someone, asking the question, hey, do you keep your options open for making extra money outside of what you're currently doing? If they say yes, say, great, I've got some information that I would like for you to see. Are you by chance available at 1 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow? Or you're probably going to be doing this in the morning. Are you available at 1 p.m. Eastern time today? And if they say, yeah, maybe, maybe not, say, well, listen, this lady that I'm working with, who's been with the company for several years, she's the top ranked individual in the company. She is doing a business overview. It'll only be about 30 minutes long, but I'm personally working with her. And if you get started with us, you'll have the opportunity to personally work with her as well. That would be my type of invitation. When anytime I've worked with a team leader, that's been the direction that I've gone in, inviting and bringing people in to look at an opportunity. And that's true. You guys are all connected with me. Harlequin said that you've got my emails. I'm here to support you. Now, I'm not here in place of the training, and I'm not here in place of your enroller if you're working directly with an enroller. But unfortunately, because I have such a large team, I have a lot of stragglers along the way that got started under someone who's not really active in the business. So I do my emails and all that so that you guys have me as that upper top layer of support in the event that you don't have an active support person that you're already working with. Okay. And if you're already working with someone, great. That's where I want you to work. Okay. I'm not here again to replace them. I'm here to be an additional layer of support. Okay. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we have something at 11:30 Eastern time every day. And for you to be successful, your best bet is to always plug in. If you get on those live Zooms, you're going to see me on there. You're going to see Harlequin on there. Success leaves clues, and the success that's leaving a clue is that leaders that are doing well in the company are on those Zooms. We're always on top of the latest, greatest information so that we can teach that to our organizations, but also it gives us a leg up because we're hearing firsthand from the trainers. Each of the trainers on these, I'm doing the healthcare Zooms because I have more healthcare clients than anybody in the company. Wade Cordell does the funding updates on Wednesday. He's handled more phone conversations with our funding clients than anybody. He heads up our Bank Breezy team and their payment processing. We have our payment processing expert, Hugh Pober, talking to us on Thursday. So if you're not getting on these live Zooms, you're missing a key opportunity to get in there and get your questions answered or pick up that one nugget that may make things click for you and may take you to the next level because you just realized something about one of the services that we market that maybe you didn't catch in the regular training. Okay. So I don't want to go through the 4 steps of getting started, but what I do want to talk about is getting yourself trained. We've got a lot of agents that are getting started. They get a welcome email, they skip right over it, and then they start watching videos on YouTube. Guys, everything that we have is in the Agent Resource Center. Okay. Yeah, there are videos that we do the updates, and those are posted on YouTube, but the core basic training starts in the Agent Resource Center. So if you're new, or if you are recruiting agents and you have new agents, the first place you want to point them is back to their welcome letter. Okay, the welcome email, they need to read it and save it. It's got all the links that here we go. It's got all of the links for all of their websites. Make sure their agent ID number goes at the end of that. And one thing, let me talk about these links. I had somebody today send me their link and it was 50 digits long. Here's what they did. In their welcome letter, they went in and highlighted their link with their mouse, and then they right-clicked to go in and copy. And instead of just copying the text, they hit copy link. Okay. If you do that, and you need to write this down, if you highlight, right-click, and copy the link from your website links in the welcome letter, you're going to get a link that has all of these extra characters in it. They're called tracking links. DAC cannot remove those from the email. Your safe bet is just to right click and just copy the text of the link. Don't copy the link itself. Copy the text that you're reading in the email, and then you'll have the correct link. Okay. But that's where all your links are. Links over to the Agent Resource Center, your back office, our marketing app, and of course the getting started section, because when you open the Agent Resource Center, it opens up on the getting started page, which is your basic training, your first 30 minutes of training that you need to go through, and then your funding training. And every service that we offer has a basic video in that Agent Resource Center. You want to watch that before you start watching the updates that we do throughout the week. Okay. So those are the keys that I wanted to touch on tonight. And I want to talk about, I'm going to come off of screen share here. I want to talk about the culture of our business. I see, excuse me, I see several names of folks on here that have been with DAC for a while. Some of you are new, some of you are veterans, but Talk about the culture. And, DAC has been a funding organization since I signed up. That's all we really had when I signed up in 2018. And because of that, we were bringing people in and they would be directed to go talk to people about getting funding. Well, we have transitioned our model as we're going into our phase 2 of growth. And that model is changing to where we're more of a rank advance culture. For you to be able to maximize the compensation plan, you want to consider and think about the ranks and be familiar with those in the compensation plan. And the first rank that you really need to be working towards and understand how it works is team trainer. Now, we've got the super trainer, which is a first 30-day incentive where you go out, you get yourself to team trainer, which is 100 in personal client revenue, and you have 3 teams, 3 people, at least 3 people that you've personally enrolled. And between all of those 3 teams, there's at least 250 in revenue, no more than 100 per team, okay, or a 40% rule. But that's team trainer rank. And every one of you should be working towards getting to team trainer. That super trainer rank that qualifies you for the 8th level in the compensation plan, that's only available to you in your first full month. For those of you that have been here a while, we just hit a deadline. Everybody in the company had an opportunity to hit super trainer, and that opportunity just went away. So now super trainer is only available for people that are still within their first full month in the business. To get to super trainer, you get yourself to team trainer, and then you go on up and get 100 more in personal client revenue. So you're at 200 instead of just the 100 for team trainer. And guys, if you're not doing that, if you're not working towards getting to team trainer, then I don't think you're serious about this business. Okay, because team trainer is something that you can do in a matter of days. And some of you, it may take just a couple or 3 weeks, but anybody that's really focused on following the system and talking to people, inviting people to the opportunity, and following and plugging into that culture, which our culture is really a customer gathering culture, customer gathering and multiplication through word of mouth marketing, sharing the opportunity with other people. If you're not working towards that, why not? Okay, because again, I don't think you're serious about the business if you're not working towards team trainer. And my question, not trying to beat you up, but my question is, why are you not shooting towards team trainer? Is it that you don't believe in the services, that you don't trust the system? Something in there is preventing you from moving forward. Well, if you haven't gotten customers yet, I encourage you to just take other people's stories and take our success, and you build your success on that, right? I knew when I saw my sponsor, when I first saw DAC, the first person that I ever saw talk about DAC, my sponsor, they were talking about how they had just helped a small business owner get over $100,000 that they needed, that the bank wouldn't loan them. And in return, they got over $4,000 commission. And when I saw that, I'm going, whoa, what are these guys up to? I sent them a message. They shared the opportunity video with me, and I saw that and I got started. But I believed in DAC because I heard their true life testimonial. Okay. Then I started building a team. I had people that were getting fundings in my team before I ever got a funding. My first client, I got a check for $6,725. My very first client, I helped them get $150,000. Okay. And if you don't know what getting a one single commission check for $6,725 or $50 feels like, then that right there is the definition of belief that DAC had a real program, had real services, and that we were doing something great for the community. So I was beyond sold when I got my first client. So again, take my stories, take the other stories of other people that you're hearing from, and run with that on the belief. Harlequin, you've got a client in the works right now. Tell everybody about what you've got going on.
Yeah, I actually have a client that owns several locations of a franchise, and they're trying to buy 2 additional ones, and right now they've got a $300,000 offer that, fingers crossed, prayers said, please, that they accept the offer. Haven't heard back from them yet, so, I think they're still thinking about it, but it's actually a cookie or dessert company. But,
Awesome.
yeah,
Yeah,
that'll
and if they get it, they're going to get what they need to be able to accomplish what they're trying to do. And in return, you get a nice commission for connecting that business owner with DAC. You don't have to be an expert in funding, right? You just have to know the basics, the basic qualifications, and get them over through your website. I'll tell you another story that I have going on right now. I've got a healthcare client, and if you plug in on our Tuesday Zooms, you hear me talk about this, but I've got a healthcare client that's over 450 employee group. Right now, they have 260 of those employees that are enrolled in their health care. I guess the others are have a spouse or significant other that already has health care and they're on their plan, but it's 260 lives that will be enrolled in this plan. And we're literally saving them over $4,000 per employee per year. So the company's going to save over $1 million by moving over to our healthcare product. Okay. And that is through our Clearwater relationship, the company that we have our health share with. Now, this is a insurance product to be able to move it to that larger group because they have some pre-existing conditions in there and they're not really qualified for our health share plan. But we're moving into that health insurance product, right? So by the time they do their open enrollment and go effective date on January 1, I'll be licensed. DAC will have rolled out that program, and everything will go through the DAC platform to bring that group on. How did I get that group? By not being a secret agent. What do I mean by that? I just talk and I tell people what I do. And by letting people know about my services agency, where we have business financial services and a health insurance division, then I get people's attention. And this particular client came through a relationship that I have with the CEO of the company. We've known each other for a few years. He's actually a client of mine through my limousine company that Harlequin was telling you about. And through that relationship, we have a know, like, and trust relationship. And he knew I was in health insurance. He said, tell me about that. And when I told him it's about a $4,000 per employee savings per year, he said, very interesting. I would like to connect you with my HR team. And he made an introductory email, and we've been off and running with the conversation ever since. So you got to talk, you got to let people know what you're doing, because if you're sitting back and you're keeping everything to yourself and keeping it secret, then nobody's going to know what you're doing, and nobody is going to become your customer because they will just be left in the dark. Okay. All right. So I've got 9:29. I'm going to open up, see if we've got any questions. Harlequin, is there anything there in the chat that we need to address? If you've got questions, you can go to the react button at the bottom and do the hand raise, the virtual hand raise button there.
Yeah,
Anybody?
there's nothing in the chat. Oh, wait, actually, someone just put in, how do you register for the ExamFX.com for life and health course?
Okay, good question. Okay, so it's ExamFX, as in F Frank Z Xerox, examfx.com, and then you're going to go in and select life and health as the plan that you want to enroll in. You're going to select the state, and then on checkout, it asks you if you have a coupon code. Go to the second line there, and instead of a coupon code, you want to enter an email address for a discount. And if you'll enter support at davidallencapital.com as the email address, then it's going to bring your price down to like $37. That's going to be a 60-day course where you'll have videos, you'll have place cards. It's a complete training package. It's a 40-hour course. You can go through it in a matter of 3 or 4 days if you just block out that time to go through it. So you go through it at your own pace, but the course is only a 60-day class, so you want to make sure that when you do sign up, that you get your training and go through that within a 60-day window, or you'll have to pay extra to extend that training course. But by the time you go through that and get signed up to take your state exam, you should be ready to pass the exam, because you've got all of the different pre-test exams to go through with ExamFX. They do a really good job with that. Okay. Yeah, there you go. All right. Go, Sean. Go get it. Yes, good stuff. All right. Anybody else with questions tonight, or anything that we talked about earlier, Harlequin, and I did not mention?
Well, somebody just asked, do you recommend any specific flyer from the back office options?
Really just depends on what it is that you're wanting to market. Okay. Every one of our services has a unique flyer where you can go in and enter your ID number or your web address. If you're going to print flyers, here's my tip: go buy a domain name. Okay. Rather than using davidallencapital.com/business hyphen funding hyphen your ID number, that's a really long URL. You want to make sure that you've gone through my domain training and go buy a domain. They're really inexpensive. You can get a domain name for less than $10. Go buy a domain name and then follow my training to point that domain at the website link that you want it to go to. But anytime you're going to print something, use a domain name. It makes it easy for your client to get there. Also, you have the opportunity to create a QR code. Whenever you're creating a QR code, I recommend that you make the QR code based off of the domain name that you own. That way, if the QR code is created and your domain name is there, if you decide that you want it to point to a different page of the website, you've got that flexibility. So QR code to the domain, and the domain points to the DAC website that you want to point your client to. Okay. I rarely use davidallencapital.com. I don't send people to the homepage. I always send them to a product specific page based on the conversation that we're having. Okay. All right. Anything else there, Harlequin?
Not that I can think of, other than, has anybody had any successes or any challenges that you've run into lately? Anybody? Everybody's afraid to talk.
It's all
Okay.
good. If they don't have any questions or concerns, then maybe we got all the questions already answered.
Ellen,
Yes.
yeah.
Hey.
How can we get a hold of your domain training?
My domain training. Well, let me go over and open up the website, make sure I'm giving it to you correctly. Yep, I got it. Okay. I'll come back to it, and I'm going to put this in the chat. It is domains, plural, DOMAINS dot, my name, Ellen Winn, ELLENWINN dot link. I just put that in the chat. If you guys can see that, again, it's domains, DOMAINS. So domains, plural, the plural version of it, dot EllenWinn dot LINK. Okay. And that I've got an affiliate link there, Gene, to my host that I use and recommend. If you don't have a domain provider already, go through my affiliate link. I make, I don't know, 25 cents or so off of that, but kind of rewards me for sending all the business that I do over to them. But if you already got a hosting company that you like, you're certainly welcome to go through those as well. But my training is specific to the host that I buy the domains through, if you want that cookie cutter, easy to follow process. But it's pretty simple to follow if you're using a different domain provider as well. All right. Thank you for that question. Anything else, Gene?
No, thank you. That was perfect. Thank you.
You bet. All right, guys. Well, if we don't have any other questions or comments, then we're going to wrap up. Remember, tomorrow, 11:30 Eastern time, healthcare and RX conversation with pro tips. And then at 1 p.m. tomorrow, please, please, please invite some people to come see our business opportunity overview. Yes, there's one on your partner page. If they can't come to the live presentation, then have them go to your partner page and watch the one on our website with our founder. But invite and come out yourself tomorrow to the 1 p.m. that I'm doing. One, I appreciate your support. And two, let me help you grow your business by showing some of your prospects or business opportunity. Okay. I appreciate you being here tonight. We will see you on the next live Zoom. Go forth and multiply. Have a great night, everyone. Take care.